Hi, I'm Jillian and welcome to the show. I offer spiritual growth for the rebel soul, guiding you through the labyrinth of your own ascension path. This show is for the rebel souls that challenge the status quo, those that crave authenticity in every single aspect of their lives, that desire to embrace their uniqueness, follow their passions, connect to their soul, and live according to who they truly are, even if that means having the courage to go against the grain or the norms of society. If that's you, my spiritual soul seeker, rebel warrior, then this is the place for you. On this podcast, we speak about everything from spirituality, sexuality, conscious relationships, business, and literally everything in between. So if that's your jam, then stay tuned. And go on, be a rebel and subscribe. You know you want to. So what really happens when your soul awakens? Now, something really cool happened. Like, this stuff happens all the time with my clients, and I love going from week to week when I can touch base with my clients and find out all the crazy synchronicities and signs and ways that their intuition is just coming online, and it's so cool to see and experience. So something really cool happened recently with one of my clients, and she had told me that she had had a dream, and in the dream she had heard the word soul awakening. And she always has like a journal and a pen next to her so she can jot down anything that comes through her dreams, because if you didn't know, dreaming is one way that our guides and our own intuition can speak to us when our ego mind is out of the way. And actually dreaming, I class it as a psychic gift in itself. There are actually people that use dreaming as a psychic gift. They set the intention to go to bed, to dream, to get guidance, to get messages. In fact, I actually think there's a psychic out there that does that for a living. Someone will ask her a question and she will then go to bed and dream the answers. I kid you not. Dreaming is not just one way to release any traumas or stress or access our subconscious from the things that are actually going on in our lives, but it's a place that we can find and be guided to the answers when, as I said, our monkey mind is out of the way. So this particular client had this dream, and it was just a bellowing message, say soul awakening. And the crazy thing is, we had to reschedule our session a couple of days before, because just as I was getting ready and about to go into our session, I got a wave of what I can only describe as energetic interference. It was like a huge headache, massive wave of exhaustion, and I was like, oh my god, I need to like lay down. It was intense. I needed to clear my energy. And I was tapping into it and I'm like, okay, it wasn't my previous client. Like, what is going on? It doesn't feel like super bad, but there's something happening here. And whilst at the same time that I was about to email my client, my whole internet went down. My music went off because I always play meditation music. And I went to the Wi-Fi box and it had completely shut off. So it was like this huge energetic surge that I was feeling. And guys, this is what happens when you start to awaken your soul, when you start to delve into your spirituality, your intuition, your energetic sensitivity just goes through the roof. It goes through the roof, guys. So learning how to properly cleanse and protect yourself is vital. Like, it is so vital on this journey. And as I managed to, and then when I tried to email my client, it was pinging back to me, so that I managed to catch her on, grab her on Instagram, and then I managed to text her as well. And she said, this is wild, because she was like, I was actually going to cancel, but then I was like just talking myself out of it, because I was also feeling that this just surge of exhaustion, this headache, just this feeling of like, oh my God, I need to go and lay down right now. which she did. And then she fell asleep for like a couple of hours. And then I had cleared myself energetically. Then I listened to a meditation on the couch. And then I crashed out, completely blackout for a couple of hours. And I never, like, I am not a napper, guys. I am not someone that can go to the couch and nap for like an hour or a few hours. That's just not me. So when this happens, and look, this has happened to me many times before, when this happens, it's like our body is processing new levels and new vibrations and new levels of consciousness around energy. And because the energy that is coming through, when we start to awaken our soul, when we start to connect to ourselves and to our intuition and to higher levels of consciousness by doing this work, we are given downloads through other energetic sources, through the universe, through the consciousness, through our guides that feel different and are more challenging or a higher vibration than our body is used to. So when that happens, I have to go to sleep. So when I spoke to my client, when we'd rescheduled, she was like, what was that? What was going on? I explained what was happening. And when I retuned into it, I was like, this is what's happening. I was like, we did some deep work on our last session. And because you have invested in yourself, because you are going through the spiritual awakening, because you are doing the work to develop yourself, to do the healing work, to step into your authenticity, to step into your purpose, to awaken your spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts and your intuition, like you are now being given more downloads of energy, higher frequencies of energy to hold. And because our body isn't used to it and our cells are trying to adjust to it, sometimes we just need to crash out and sleep because our body can process it in sleep. So this is what I said, this is what I felt was happening to both of us. And she was feeling it from her side and I was feeling it from my side. And it's so cool and so beautiful, even though it was like, what was going on? To see that, because, our clients are our soul family. Our clients often, whenever we're doing any of this kind of work, any spiritual teaching work, our clients all have a resonant frequency. So, ultimately we are all connected, right? We are all part of the collective consciousness, but especially we hold very similar wounds and paths than, we attract within our soul family, because, that's why we have that resonance. That's why, we choose the teachers and the clients that we work with, because at a deep soul level, we feel that resonance. There's something there because we are part of the same soul family. So these are some of the things that can happen when your soul awakens. And the fact that then she told me that she just had a dream the night before and it said soul awaken. And she was like, what does that mean? And I'm like, this is exactly what it means. Your soul is awakening to who you really are. And you are now, as I said, vibrating at a higher state of consciousness. You are getting these downloads. You are doing the things that are right for you. You're focusing on the things that you need and deeper levels of self-love within your life. You are starting to listen to your own intuition to help guide you, and you've learned now amazing tools to protect your energy, because she's very like me. She was so energetically sensitive that she was picking up everything from her clients, and she is in like a caring type of role in her profession, and her clients would have different types of ailments, and she would feel those ailments. She would literally take on and absorb those ailments, those aches, those pains, those whatever was going on with their client, because she didn't know how to properly ground, connect, clear, and protect herself. But because she's now learned the tools that I've taught her, it's just made such a fundamental change. But this is some of the signs of when your soul is awakening. The other thing that she came to session with is that in the meditation that she now does to clear, protect, and cleanse herself every morning, she started getting a lot of visuals. Now, as I said, she's very clairsentient. She picks up information through energy as feelings and emotions and even physical sensations. So she'd actually said to me she had 3 very, very clear visions that came through in that meditation. And this was such a big thing for her because she's like, I don't get clear visions. So it was such a win. It was such a wow for her that she was now getting clear visions because, again, all the work that we'd been doing together is really helping her to heighten her intuition, to allow the latent psychic gifts to come online. So this is what happens. It's like you might start with one way that you receive psychic information through, for her, it was clairsentience, which is through feeling. But as you develop your own spiritual nature, as you clear your blocks, as you go through this process of awakening and investing in yourself to learn the tools to be able to fully align with your own unique path and purpose, your other gifts will come online. And this was just huge for her because, again, she was not used to having such clear visuals, and it was so cool for her to see. So this is some of the things when your soul starts to awaken is your psychic gifts come online. Your ability to see, feel, hear, synchronicities, signs, all of these things were happening for her. And it was so cool to see. She's like, oh my God, it's just like the realizations of all of these things happening week on week is really, really cool. Now, other ways that you know your soul is awakening, apart from getting huge downloads of energy that you have to crash out, apart from feeling extremely sensitive to the energy and the environments and the people and the situations that you need to protect your energy and have great tools to be able to do that. Apart from new psychic senses coming online, you will have like a complete whole overhaul of the meaning of life and what you are actually here for. Like, you'll probably start to question everything. And, if you haven't already, then you'll be so drawn to spiritual teachings and learning to heal yourself or going to therapy or meditation or whatever it is, because your soul knows the right things for you and it is going to guide you to the right direction if you listen. Like, it's so cool to see. And again, this came up with my client, which she was always one to, let's say, jump into change, and especially when it came to her work. She always had this viewpoint that, why would you stay in a place that you're unhappy? There's people that stay in jobs all of their life. And she was like, where's the growth? Where's the expansion? Like, I've moved jobs, or, my friends are always saying, oh, I'm always looking for something new, but it's because I want to explore more, I want to expand more, and I'm trusting my intuition to do that. Because it's true, it's like, guys, when your soul awakens, it is growing constantly, it is evolving. And sometimes to do that, your soul needs to be in a different place, be in a different job, be in a different environment, take a chance, explore a new relationship, leave a relationship. This is what our soul has come here to do, and come here to be our most authentic self. And again, this is something that I said to my client. I'm like, it's so cool because, she even had friends that had almost not supported some of her choices because they're like, why do you always feel the need to move? Like, it was triggering something in them because she had the courage to go and explore new avenues. And, she was really a guiding light to know that age is just a number. Like, there's no limits to what you can do and achieve if you are on that path of growth and that path of expansion, if you have that growth mindset. And the courage that she has had and has really been highlighted because of the moves that she's made, whereas a lot of her friends have stayed stuck in businesses or companies or jobs or relationships that they're just unhappy in. And and especially now that her soul is awakening, now she is really delving into her spiritual nature, and her psychic gifts are awakening, where she can be led by her intuition. She can be led by her higher self to the most aligned things, to her soul's mission. She's listening to it. And when we listen to our own soul, guys, you have to have courage, because sometimes the places that it's going to guide you are going to go against the grain. They're going to go against what people think you should be doing, or what is normal, or, societal programming of like, oh, you get a job and you stay in that job for life. No, this is not the path of your soul. Your soul has a very, very unique path. And the only way that you can truly follow that and complete your own soul's mission is to awaken your psychic gifts, is to awaken your spiritual gifts, is to explore those parts of yourself, is to clear any blocks, is to heal your relationships, which is exactly what I do with all of my clients in my private coaching and in my Rebel Psychic School. That's what it's about. It's like, how can we awaken your own unique individual psychic senses, your own psychic gifts? Because like I said, how my clients work for her and what's opening at different times for her and how she interprets information is so differently and unique to how I do it or how you'll do it. So it's really about learning the unique patterning of your own soul, the unique language of your own soul, and how energy speaks to you through visuals, symbols, words. There's so many different ways. But also, again, it's like clearing the blocks that we have to following our own unique path, to being that rebel soul that we are, to our own authenticity, to our own truth, to doing things our way and not caring what other people think, not caring what society thinks, like going against the grain, doing that thing that's taboo. And this is honestly how we find true happiness. It is carving our own path in the world and being that beautiful, unique individual and soul that you came here to do. And this is why my tagline is my tagline. It's like, I offer spiritual growth for the rebel soul. And the rebel soul, it's so funny. All of my clients, they resonate with that so much because they all are rebel souls. They all have courage. They all strive for authenticity, for meaning in their life, to know that there's more to life than the status quo. They've had the courage to make those shifts and changes. They really are following or trying to follow their individual path. And this is what happens when your soul awakens. No longer can you be that black sheep that just follows everyone else. It's like, that's not what's meant for me. That doesn't make me happy. Just because everyone else is doing it does not mean that I'm supposed to be doing it. And the more that you can, again, awaken your own intuition and follow the whispers of your soul, the more that you will be guided to your true north, to your own happiness, your bliss, your joy in whatever that is meant to be in your life. And that's gonna spread across everything. It's like when you feel that in yourself, it will spread to your relationships, your career, your health. Every single area will be impacted in the most positive way when you start to listen to your soul. So, has your soul begun to awaken? Have you started to notice your intuition heightening? You becoming more energetically sensitive? You starting to question everything about your life and who you are and your path and your purpose? Are you seeing things? Are you feeling things? Do you feel like your psychic senses are coming online more and more, and you want some support to understand how to navigate this path better? How to understand the unique messages and symbols that you are being shown, the signs and synchronicities, to clear any blocks so you can fully step into your own purpose and path and become a master in reading energy, in developing your psychic gifts, to start doing readings, to start doing healings, or just to empower you in your life, to help you get clarity in making the right decisions in business, having more compassion and empathy in your relationships, guiding you towards your soulmate, guiding you towards those opportunities that are gonna create the biggest expansion for you emotionally, mentally, materially. This is what happens. This is, your soul is waiting for you guys. If this resonated with you, then there are so many ways that you can work with me if you feel called to. You can work with me one-on-one in my private coaching, or you can sign up for my Rebel Psychic School Practical Magic for the Rebel Soul. Early bird is starting now. I'm actually doing a very, very special offer that I'll never do again, which is if you sign up from now, which is the end of September, in the month of October, which is my birthday month, I'm doing an early bird price, which I will never ever do again. It's an insane price, 70% off the cost, plus one-on-one sessions with me every month until we start. So we are officially starting the program. It's a 3-month program. We start in January. But if you want the best deal, the best price, then you can get that now. You can get that now. And if you sign up, as I said, in October, you get those extra one-on-one bonuses with me, private, as well as the best price. 70% off, guys. 70% off. But that is only if you sign up now or on my birthday month, which is the month of October. Because I'll be starting to do the proper launch in November and December. And the price will go up to full price. So yeah, if you want the best deal, then message me, DM me on Instagram, or send me an email and we can hook you up. And I cannot wait to have you there. And of course, if you have any questions, we can jump on a call and I can get all of those answered for you as well if you're unsure. But again, as I said, this is the best deal, the best price. I'm never going to do this again. And it's my birthday month. So I want to be able to give as much of you access to these amazing gifts as possible. Anyway, that's me for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you want to subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, give me a thumbs up. I would love to. I'd love to know what you think about this episode. And if there's any other topics that you want me to talk about, if there's anything else you want to learn or know or delve into a little bit deeper, I'm always up for recommendations. So I bid you adieu, guys, and I will see you very, very soon.